Story time about when I got.
Hey y'all. Okay, so this is another story time, y'all. And this story time is going to be talking about the gun violence that was towards me, my gun violence, trauma, my story, what happened to me, y'all. Alright, y'all, so bear with me, okay, while I talk about this. But I'm gonna tell y'all everything I remember to the fullest of my ability. Alright, y'all, so first things first. Where to start? Alright, y'all, so we are now in the time of itching my head in the same areas, bruh. Okay, y'all, so we are now in the timeline of when injustice happened to me, right? So that morning, I was raped, okay? If y'all, I saw something that said you should just say the word because, you know, it's protecting people. I don't be trying to protect nobody when I say the word rape. I just don't want to say the word. But on the day of, y'all, I was raped that morning. I was drugged the night of or whatever, and then going into the morning, I was raped. And this happened a lot to me throughout my childhood. So, like, I was aware, but in my mind, I was just carrying on with the day because I was used to it. I didn't know it was happening to me, but my body was used to it. So I wasn't in a panic state. I was cool. I was cooling, y'all. And I went outside to dance. I decided to go outside and dance. And the people that were supposed to be taking care of me, a male and a female, which was supposed to be a mother figure to me, and then also this is supposed to be an uncle to me, they were in the house doing something crazy, okay? Y'all, I walked up into this house after I was dancing, and I saw them doing some crazy, horrible things to themselves. And I'm just like, hold on. I'm taken aback because I'm like, what are y'all doing? What is going on? And so I was confused, and it's like they were trying to get me to be okay with it. That's why they were like doing what they were doing right in front of me, you all. And what I did was I turned around and went back out the door. I think I grabbed something or whatever, and then I hurried up and went out the door, y'all. I was walking out the door, and I'm like, y'all finna take off because I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta go because y'all are tweaking. So when I ran out the door, you all, and I basically flew down the steps because I was kicked in the butt, basically, or something like that happened where I was kicked and I was like, my body propelled and I went forward. And after that happened, I believe I started getting beat up or beat on by my family members. And after that, I was trying to defend myself. I was beaten, I believe. I was trying because they were attacking me. So I was trying my best. But it was multiple people, I believe, attacking me. And after that, you all, that was where it cut off. Things got blank because I believe in that moment I had gotten shot, and that was that. That was that, y'all. But now this is where it's going to get a little crazy, so let me explain this to you all. Somehow I had the adrenaline in that rush to run. Somehow I got up and ran, you all, and I ran to another relative's house that was close by. That was like some blocks away though. And I ran to my best friend's house. It was a girl that I was best friends with at the time. And I knew at the time I thought they were a safe place. So I ran to them. When I ran to this house, you all, my best friend opened the door. She answered the door and she was traumatized because she saw me she was taken aback. Like, she was like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? So she was shocked. So she didn't immediately let me in the door, but I had ran in there because I was trying to get away from them. I didn't even know if somebody was behind me or not. I took off. I was gone, like, y'all. And I think it was 2 shots that went off, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2. One might have grazed me or something, and then one might have struck me. Well, no, one struck me, but I believe the bullet came out. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But when I made it to my friend's house, my best friend's house, her mother or just some type of mother figure to her was at that house. And when I was sitting in the closet on this little bench bed thing, and that was it after that, y'all. I didn't know nothing else because I believe that the grandmother figure that was supposed to be in my life, she struck me over the head again. She hit me in the head, y'all. As I was already laying down like this, I knew she was in the room, but I was afraid of her because I didn't think she was going to take what happened serious because she's there, like she's family too. She's related to whoever did what they did to me. So after I basically fainted again, I was no longer at my best friend's house. I was now at my grandmother's house, and y'all, they decided to do more things to me to be sure of me passing, but I didn't pass away. I didn't pass away, thank God. Thank you, God. And basically, you all, I was laying on the couch for a while. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy for me because I don't really remember how it went because I was asleep at the time. I was in some type of coma state or something. I don't even know if they took me to the hospital around this time. I think they had me just laying in the bed because I actually remembered this when I was younger. And they kept telling me, oh, you had just got really, really sick and lost a lot of weight. No, I had got shot in the head, and they decided to put even more trauma on me and grape me and then allow me to lay in the bed longer, hoping I would pass away, but I never passed away. And then after that happened, they decided that they would finally take me to the hospital one morning because I woke up in a rushed energy, scared with that same feeling of being attacked basically. So they was like, oh yeah, we got to take her now. So we gonna just say that she was gang raped or something. Like they made up something. And basically they did it at a hospital where they would be able to get away with it. So like they took me that morning. I don't know what siblings came with me, I don't know who. I just know my siblings was there, but I didn't know if they I didn't know who all came with me. I just knew that a few of my siblings were there or whatever, but not my real siblings. But yeah, at the time, you know, those in my eyes that were my real siblings, I believe that, right? But we went to the hospital, and it was early in the morning. It was probably low-key still even dark out, maybe that early in the morning. And when we got there, I was jumping up and down. I had so much adrenaline that I was like, oh my gosh. And she was just trying to tell me, calm down. Gaslighting me, making me feel like what happened to me was not happening in that very moment after it already happened. So yeah, it was a lot, y'all. And God has made me aware of who could have struck me with the gun, you all. But you know how you need more confirmation, okay? And I am in that state right now of getting more confirmations for myself. And if anybody else has went through this, or you have memories of, you know, things that happened to you that was traumatic, you are going to be okay. If you're able to talk about it right now or just think about it, you're going to be okay. You can heal it. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It does not matter. I'm telling y'all, I did it. So y'all, you can take this story however you want to take it, but I just know that I needed to say this because a lot of people probably knew and just didn't want to talk about it. And that's okay because this is my story. This was my story to tell. So, yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. That's it for now. If y'all got some questions or anything, let me know. Let me know, please. But all right, y'all. That's it for now. I will talk to y'all later. All right, y'all. Bye. God is always good. Always.